As you may or may not know, Florida has rejected teaching African Americans AP studies in school due to it having things that are unacceptable, right? Per the Department of Education there. And so Governor Ron DeSantis' office finally put out a one-page document saying that it was rejected due to the proposal including teaching things like Black Lives Matter, Black Feminist Study, reparations, and Black queer studies, just to name a few things. It sounds like they also included the Black Power movement, but they backed off of it a little bit because, also the Black Power movement included that of the Black Panther Party, right? And so they said that the Black Panther Party taught Black communism, and so they kind of are against that, they being white supremacy there in Florida via Ron DeSantis. And so Uncle Luke of the 2 Live crew put out a video saying that he wants to thank Ron DeSantis for making that decision. Check it out.
It's your boy, Uncle Luke. Let me say this, and I want y'all to follow me real close. I want to thank Ron DeSantis. I know y'all going to think that's crazy, but I want to thank him right now for his attack on the teaching of Black history in our schools. That says to us, as Black African-American parents, include myself, we need to be the ones teaching Black history to our kids. So I want to thank you, Ron, because now I'm more focused than ever. I'm going to be teaching my son about the Black Panthers, H. Rap Brown, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Minister Farrakhan. I'm going to be teaching him about all these different historical people that were so impactful to us as African Americans who fought the struggle. Harriet Tubman, the real story about Harriet Tubman. And when they were African American slaves that went back and told their slave owners, and Harriet Tubman killed them. You don't see that in the narrative that others would try and do the teaching. So I'm happy. I'm happy that it ain't just the teachings of one part of Martin Luther King. So I encourage every other African-American parent in the state of Florida, don't get mad at this man. Be happy. Rejoice at this time, because now it is up to us to teach our kids African-American history, and not that what they teach in schools, which is the watered-down BS version of it all. So rejoice this morning, people of Florida. I holla.
So yes, you heard what Uncle Luke said, and you know what? I agree with them. I always say that. I would never, ever, ever send my child or my grandchildren, not that I have any yet, but I would never send them to a white supremacist school system for them to teach my Black babies about who they are. That is our job. And like Uncle Luke said, now we can teach the real deal, right? We can teach about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad. He said the real Harriet Tubman. We could talk about Nat Turner. We could talk about all the stuff they wouldn't dare talk about in school, right? Because, now we get the watered down version of MLK Jr., but that's really about it. Yeah, we'll hear about the Underground Railroad, but nothing too serious. And so I totally agree with them. But guess what? We are one of the only groups of people that expect the white supremacist school system to teach our Black babies about who they are. Why do we do that? As the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we need to learn about ourselves, right? We need knowledge of self. And do you think white folks is going to give Black people knowledge of self? No, they're not going to do that. In fact, they have suppressed us learning about knowledge of self. That's why when we were brought over here from the motherland, we stopped learning about our language, our religion, or anything else that connected us to Africa, which is why in the Nation of Islam, they call us the walking dead. We are deaf, dumb, and blind, not physically, but mentally, because we just don't know who we are. And so here we are, mad about this white school system in very racist Florida, not wanting to teach our children or anybody else about who we are, right? Because even if they teach white kids the watered down version they want to give, they ain't going to tell them the truth. They ain't going to tell them that their ancestors were very complicit in why we need reparations, right? And still having their knee proverbially on our neck, right? And so I agree with Uncle Luke. We need to teach our children who they are the right way and not the watered down way. So y'all tell me what you think of this. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.